Hello, hello, hello. Alright. What time is it? Just after midnight. Let's go ahead and pass a little bit of time. What is a vintage story? It's a story about aging wine, which is interestingly something I can actually do with the culinary artillery mod. I've not actually made wine racks yet. The plan is to do so. Whoop. But yeah, with the glass bottles and a cellar, you can actually age the wine. It even gets better with age. Hello, Vicar. So I don't know why I came all the way back home to make the thumbnail. Because the plan is to... What is the plan? We're gonna go get iron. Hello, Laxia. Were you unable to chat before? What was that about? Are you in the server but have not been granted permission to speak? Because if so, I can fix that. I'm pretty sure everyone's verified, though. If not, that is something we're going to want to fix. Boom. I don't know why Adalwyn's always in here, accusing everybody of being evil. After all, Adalwyn, you're the people who everyone thinks is Alduin, the world eater. 1 second. Wait. Not a big fan of having a cough. Shit sucks, dog. Otherwise, how's everybody in chat doing? Hopefully we're living the dream. So there is method to my madness. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put one of these down. Let's go ahead and make a Oculus Core Sanctum Magical Repair Kit. Unfortunately, stealing voices is not something I can do. Boom. For a while, we did have something called Terraria voice training. It was voice training, but in Terraria. There was nothing actually special about it. What can I get rid of? Let's go and plant these. Oh, there's a bear. Run for it. Magician's brick. Protect me, puppy dog. It is odd that the bear would just come over here and start being hostile. Where was it hiding up until now? Alright, bear. Oh, and there's one of those weird things. How high of a space do I need so I can attack the bear and the bear cannot attack me? Should be fun if I can get up on my roof. Let's go and plant these like I was planning to. Before I was so rudely interrupted by a bear. 64 granite stone. How much other stone do I got? Throwing stones at a bear to death is a tiny bit cruel. But I still haven't made arrows, because I'm too lazy to figure out how. So stoning a bear to death is what we've got access to. Right. I'd be surprised if this guy's not already trying to lock onto me. Come at me, Scrub Lord. Oh shit, the bear can get up here. I was trying to build myself one block up, but then I got distracted by that other thing. go, let's go, let's go. Puppy dog, you would not believe the shit that's going down right now. Can I fight one of you at a time? Because one of you hits really hard, and the other one's ranged. That's what we'll do. We'll just kite the bear around this until it very slowly dies. Bears have like over 100 health. And I think this does like half a damage at a time. Which means if nothing else, I'm going to get my 30,000 steps in. Oh, looks like the bear might already be fleeing. I would actually rather not hurt the bear. However... Whoop. Alright. Okay, guys, where'd the dog go? Where's the dog? Come on, puppy dog. Oh, you can't get over the fence. Could you not harm my chickens, though? If at all possible? Y'all are more afraid of me than the bear. See here. Bear seems pretty stuck. Thank you for checking in, Vicar. Come here. Stop running. Let's go. Are you following me? Yeah, you're following me. Come on. You can definitely get up there, so I'm just glad it's stupid. Probably make more of a perimeter. If it just uses its brain for like 4 seconds, it could get up here. I mean, it's AI. It's over, Black Barracan. I have the high ground. Had such an easy time getting up here from the other side. I don't know why it's struggling now. Oh, it's dead. Not entirely sure what that final thing was. I do feel bad for killing the black bear. However, it's got stuff I need. Gonna put my rocks down. I perhaps grabbed too many rocks. Alright. Boop-a-doo. I don't have any tannin ready. Oh, really? Just a single pelt? Oh, I think I need 2 lumps of fat to do that. This bear doesn't have a whole lot on it. Not a lot of meat on its bones. Whoops. Break that. Perfect. The bear said Jehovah. The thing was just a Jehovah's Witness the entire time. Poor thing. Let's see here. What can I actually do with this? Yep. Just rub 2 lumps of fat on it. I've got fat somewhere. Genuine fat of the hog. There we go. Got it curing. Oh, strong bone. That was my nickname in college. We'll see what happens when it finishes curing on my floor. Who knows, maybe we'll have a black bear carpet. I should do something with this. I'm just going to turn it into jerky. There we go. Snack for the road. After I finish what I was doing. It is amazing how quickly being attacked by a bear can distract a fucker. Got nothing to do with this. I could just throw away this temporal gear. What have temporal gears ever done for anyone? So anyway, now that the bear is taken care of, how's everybody doing? I'm sure I asked before, but I think I was distracted by a bear. Yep, got it. Enchanted stone, rusty dust, and shifting fibers. I have those things, just not on me. Do 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 do. Smack that in there. Let's see here. I've stabilized a couple of these. Yoink. Yoink. Bum, bum, bum. I believe I can just throw that in there. Perfect. Let's go and grab some rusty shit. I'm also going to have berries again pretty soon, which is wild. It's already the 6th of January, so I guess winter's already half over. And it's snowed like once. The biome I'm living in the game might actually be pretty darn similar to the biome I'm living in real life. Which is not cold enough. We must move north. Rot beeswax. Some shifting fibers. Does anybody know what I did with my rust? Nope, found it. Alright, let's go. I'm also going to want a wand. I guess I'll make another one of those. If I can find my planks. This'll do. Was a good year for indie games? A lot of good games did come out. What games in particular? Got you saying that, Loxia. Gotta meditate real fast. Oh. There we go. Alright, what do I need? Enchanted stone. Gotta stand far back enough. Just throw a bunch of stuff on there. One can never have enough repair kits. I would like for Game Freak to have ever released a game that doesn't suck. But this is Game Freak we're talking about. Game Freak has figured out that they don't need to actually try on their games, because people will buy them anyway. Oh, hello, JJ. Nope, I somehow didn't see JJ check in. I was probably running from a bear. I'm sorry for missing that, JJ. Welcome in. Oh, what seems to have happened is that I thought Vicar checked in because of my limited ability to see on account of the bear. 8 charges per cast. Yeah. Well, what's weird is that the Pokemon games are not cheap to make, but they're also, like, not good. I do feel like people would probably pay a tiny bit more for a Pokemon game that doesn't suck. I cannot, of course, speak for the masses. Smack that in there. What did I just pick up? Put this back down. It's full of flowers that don't necessarily need to be there. I did install the One Roof mod, which means that in theory, we could craft ourselves a roof in practice, I'm not entirely sure where I want the windmill yet. I'm probably just gonna have to collect a bunch of stone and then punch a hole on the floor. Don't worry, it will make sense eventually. But like, I grew up with Pokemon. So it's not like I never liked the games. It's just like, it definitely feels like they stopped trying after the switch to 3D. I'm not saying that every 2D game was a masterpiece, but the two-dimensional sprites at least had a ton of charm that I've just never gotten out of any of their 3D models. Boom. Heck, like, Pokemon X and Y still looked fine. They were just boring as hell. Yeah, I actually never finished Black and White 2. I started playing them. Totally legally, if Nintendo asks. Let's see here, it's fresh for 7 days on my person, and we'll go ahead and just grab more candy. Actually, you know what? Let's not grab candy, although I can easily make more of that. I'm gonna grab some fruit bars. Fruit bars are good. I started a let's play of Pokemon Black. I can't remember what the joke was though. I'm not saying that every video has to have a joke. Usually I'm just ghost monotyping. I was doing something weird with Pokemon Black 2. Or no, not Black 2, but Pokemon Black. I cannot remember for the life of me what that was. I think everybody had an Eevee, and that was about as far as I was going with the joke. Like I used the universal Pokemon randomizer to make all 3 starter Pokemon Eevee. I believe that the seed, Sharon, or Karen, whatever the fuck his name is, was supposed to end up with an Umbreon. Well, Bianca was supposed to end up with an Espeon. What if every Pokemon was Eevee? I mean, if there was a Ghost or Rock type Eevee, or Ground type, or a Flying type, we need more Eevees. But nah, I can only use Ghost types. And so Eevee not having a Ghost type means that, well, I do prefer Eevee to Pikachu. I can't use Eevee either. Where the fuck is the hole? I'm looking for the hole. This is why I gotta stop doing shit in the dark. There is a mod that makes nighttime a tiny bit brighter. But I was playing with it. It does not make it that much brighter, really. Here's the hole. Time to buy some water stones. Did you know that in terms of male human... I don't know the entire Evian. Fucking hell. Vaporeon copy pasta. Apparently I don't even know what an Eevee is called. What the fuck is an Eevee? Although now that I accidentally said Evian, I'm picturing a normal type evolution that's just slightly stronger. Bye, Shiver. Oh shit, fucking lag. You want to add it? Evian? Somebody get Nintendo on the horn. We've invented a new Pokemon. Alright, so we're looking for iron. Rather specifically, we're looking for hematite. And so here is probably the best place to actually start digging. Nope. I didn't see you there, buddy. It's actually kind of weird to see these guys somewhere other than where I live. I suppose they can be anywhere, but usually I don't run into those guys unless they're harassing me specifically. Cease and desist. Cease and desist from emailing us about your stupid Eevee ideas. I've got 2 genius ideas. One, you take your Eevee, and you bury it alive, alright? If the Eevee gets out, it becomes a ground type. If it doesn't, it becomes a ghost type. Alternatively, you can throw your Eevee off of like a really tall mountain. If it survives, it becomes a flying type. If it doesn't, it becomes a ghost type. Or we could just have both. One can never have enough opportunities to get a ghost type Eevee. Alright, I brought my ladders, right? Nope. Why would I bring my ladders? I'm just going deep underground. What would I do? Something that makes sense? Nah. It's not my style. I'm not evil. I just need a ghost type evolution so I can actually use it. Alright, let's see here. 1.44. 1.347. It's not a 4. Yeah, it's definitely here somewhere. So let's go ahead and repair this. Nope, fully repaired. I believe I already have a shovel and a pick. Let's go. We'll even start from here. Throw that in my offhand. Use my pickaxe to break the dirt. It's going to annoy somebody. We do need a dragon type Eevee. We got a fairy type Eevee, so we already got like a counter. Alright, so how long until I get annoyed with my staircase? I did not bring my debug wand with me. So if I get too annoyed and start blasting, I won't be able to recharge my mana for free. Can probably tell that I've not had my debug wand on me for a while. Yeah, fire type was one of the first 3. And there was fire type, water type, and electric type in the beginning. And then we got grass and ice, and then eventually... No, I think we got light, or psychic and dark. And then we got grass and ice. And then we got fairy. Well, Eevee can't have typing. Eevee is supposed to be boring so that you actually evolve it. Except that that's hardly fair. It is technically true. I don't need this. That the Pokemon you like using is by default the best Pokemon. There are stronger and weaker Pokemon for sure, but every couple of years, some lunatic just like wins a competitive tournament with his fucking Sunflora. And so I'm hoping that I just dig down and we hit the iron. If not, I'm going to have to take out my prospecting pick and actually look for it. Can I hide my log? That's kind of in the way. Fuck off, log. Why is my... Oh, I know what's going on. I cannot hide my log because I've reached maximum mana. So I'm going to have to unlearn magic and then relearn it. Of my custom volley, like original characters, Lumi is a fire mage, pyromancer, but her brother Yuki is a fighter. Since a lot of my lore comes from modded RimWorld, and RimWorld of Magic adds not only magically adept characters, but physically adept characters as well. Got a tiny bit of both. Oh yeah, it's not uncommon for people to beat, like, the mainline games using a fucking Rattata. Because there are systems in place that will allow you to do that. Everything is possible in England except using your favorite Pokemon, apparently, because Mismagius is not in Sword and Shield. I'm still annoyed by Dexit. A lot of people like to point out that Digimon haven't had all of the Digimon for years. But you know what else Digimon doesn't do? Is charge you to transfer your Digimon between games. Simply because Pokemon Home exists, Dexit should never have been allowed to happen. It's like, oh, we're going to charge you to hold on to your Pokemon, but you can't actually use them. Go fuck yourself. Hello, it's Pete. Indeed, we're looking for iron. I'm hoping I'm going to find it just digging downward like this. Considering we've transitioned through 2 stone types, it's not overly likely. It's not overly likely, but it's possible. Iron is good. I tend to never actually upgrade past iron into steel. I've never felt the need to do so. But if I can get at least enough iron to make an iron pickaxe, or not iron pickaxe, iron anvil, there we go. Very different thing. I can start making meteoric iron tools. Oh, gross. There's a 4th stone type here, and it's fucking peridotite. Also, how many times is this stone going to change? Maybe every stone in the game is in this one chunk. Indeed. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Although I'm pretty sure that there isn't a soul here who's not a regular. Unless there are just a lot of lurkers I cannot see. Until YouTube starts getting fun little commands like check in, there's really no way for lurkers to let me know they're here without actually talking. And if they started speaking suddenly, they wouldn't be lurkers. Although occasionally they do pipe up, telling me that they've been around for a while and that I'm a fucking idiot. There's a good chance that the lurkers aren't even being counted. I mean, there's an even better chance there aren't any. But on Twitch, if you're just watching but you're not doing anything at all, like you're not speaking, you don't check in or whatever, you don't count. And that's why so many Twitch streamers have started using the check-in thing. Better than me. I don't know how bots work. If I can get a bot working, I could make it to where the check-in command keeps track of how many times you've done it. So like stream streaks work. But not everybody's going to watch every stream. So for those that don't, the check-in command, if it kept track, would tell me how many streams that they've at least made it too long enough to say hi. You know what I mean? I mean, unemployed is stressful. But being employed is also stressful. You're either stressed out because you have no money, or you're stressed out because you don't have enough money. That's why money is the root of all evil. Boom. Why is the game lagging? You know, if I had to guess, the lag might have something to do with the mana bug going on right now. I could update Rustbound Magic. In fact, I really should do that. However, I'm going to have to fix a bunch of configs. By which I mean, I changed a bunch of configs, and if I updated, I would have to change them again. It's not that hard to do, it's just a pain in the ass. You know who have it easier? Cats. And cats don't pay rent. And cats don't have to respond to emails, not that I do. If I get a work email that's important enough, HR will tell me to check my email. I can just assume that anything I'm not specifically told to check is spam. Let's go ahead and do this. Might as well. Actually, I should spawn in another, I think I hear water. Let's go ahead and dig outwards a tiny bit. Alright. Sorry on node search. What do we have in the area? Although it'll quickly disappear. Oh, that was way too quickly to disappear. Wow. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Alright. One moment, I'm gonna have to change something here. Game mode C. Where is special? Spawner, max mana, unlock magic, achievements, remove all magic. Here we go. Put that away. Put it away. I was gonna just use this a couple times. Hello, pockets. Throw that away. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Use it. Throw it away. How much mana do I have? That is actually not enough to even conjure tools. So let's use this a couple more times. I had more mana than this before, so this isn't cheating. The plan? The hell is this? Reskinner? Magic bone. Right-click to instantly tame the creature in front of you, if it is possible, and make it 100% obedient. Interesting. Why are they bones? Pull this back out. Boom. And throw it away. Alright. There we go. Let's do this again. Boom. What do we got? Nothing? I can't actually see. Log info. No ord detected nearby. Alright. For some reason my spells were acting up, but nope, they're still there. Sorry, I was distracted with a glitch. How are you doing, Pocket? Oh, I can actually see JJ's message now as well. Storm might have something to say about it. Like the X-Man? I'm doing alright. My phone is pissing me off, because as usual it's refusing to charge. Yes. You're not allowed to comment on it. Otherwise we're going to have to microwave you. No rainstorm. I mean, I know what you meant. I like the rain, but it does not rain too often around here. Oh, my temporal stability is getting low. Where the fuck is this iron? It's not a nuke. If you nerds want to donate enough money so that we can get another place, with a bedroom large enough to hold my desk, do it. Donate me $250,000 each. Come on. I'll pay you back. I'm good for it. Wink, wink. No, really, where is this iron? We'll get a streamer house going in Alaska. Or preferably just any other country but America. I mean, there are worse countries. But not here would be nice. We'll get a streamer house going in Oulu, Finland. I was a student, and I had some money. Was that money financial aid? Yes, yes it was. I've not continued my education since 2017. I would like to do that, but like A, who's got the time? And B, who's got the money? Well, it's pretty easy to be unemployed. Oh, hey, more olivine. Olivine? Olive Garden? There you go. Might as well pick up the olivine. We can use this to either make ugly green glass or refractory bricks. Oh, the job market definitely sucks. Also seems like you have to already have work experience to even get the entry-level jobs. It's like, oh yeah, I would like this shitty job flipping burgers. It's like, oh, well, have you been flipping burgers for at least 5 years? It's like, fucking no. All of the fun jobs are being taken by AI, and all of the shitty jobs don't pay well, like at all. I don't celebrate Christmas, but like, please let there be a Christmas miracle, and let the AI bubble pop. I've been good, Satan. Won't particularly help with the job market, but it would be funny. Nope, that's the mantle, which means we're not going to find any fucking bullshit down here. Honestly, this is a little bit deep, even for iron. What do we got? Well, there's native copper. Large amounts of it. Go up a bit. Should probably be mixing up the directions I do this in as well. Huge amounts of olivine, but you didn't have to tell me that. Oh shit, fuck. So I'm bad at these spiral staircases. Oh. Hello. Well, if you want to keep going down, I'll keep going up. It's gonna sneak up on me if I don't do something about it. Ow. Did you just throw a rock at yourself? Come back. I don't want to chase you down there. Where are you going? Whatever. Don't follow me. Alright. And that is another problem with my spiral staircases. Stuff can just kind of figure out how to drop down on you. No ore node nearby. What if I shouldn't move Twitch chat so I can actually see? Alright. Boom, no ore node nearby. Oh, hey, it's my shovel. Ideally, I would have a bronze prospecting pick. No ore node nearby. Let's go up until the top of the olivine layer. Not olivine. Peridotite. You kids know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, I don't. Am I having a stroke? I don't think I am. But my ability to speak is worse than usual. Alright. Nope. Wait 1 second, let me get my better weapon out. Why is there deep bowthorn? Technically pretty high. Where are you? I fucking went to heaven. Alright. Okay, we go south. South is about as good. Maybe go south west. And periodically check. Nothing. We'll find this iron, probably. Hopefully. I do think every time I've been able to find iron, I accidentally found it while looking for something else first. Smack this here. What does that say? No ore node nearby? Prospecting. Normally it's recommended that you make several downward shafts. From the following. I can't read that. What does that say behind Twitch chat, Vicar? Is that the iron I'm looking for? Hematite. Let me move fucking Twitch chat. Boom. Okay, Twitch chat. No, that's quartz. Twitch is hanging out up next to YouTube right now. There you go. How does it feel being in a slightly different location, Twitch chat? Couldn't get that off the screen. Yes, that is quartz. Which is not what we're looking for. Of course, us looking for quartz doesn't mean shit if quartz is looking for us. What do you think if I prospected here, would I find quartz? Alright, let's get back out. We'll climb up and then make another downward shaft where we're supposed to. Well, actually, I don't have the mod that lets me see where chunks begin and end. It is recommended for this kind of thing. I just don't have it. Alright. Oh. Bye, I guess. Why do they do that? I kill them and then they just fucking ascend. Right, let's randomly try going north this way. Worst case scenario, I just conjure another pickaxe. If you're not conjuring pickaxes from the ether, it's recommended that you be a tiny bit more careful than I am. What do we got? Sulfur. Sulfur is needed for a potion. I just can't remember which one. Look at that. There's the sulfur. I'd say we found it in large amounts. Alright, let's see here. Sulfur grinds into sulfur powder, which is useful in stability flasks. Those are not bad. Honestly, having stability flasks while mining would be pretty handy. You know what I don't have is anything set up that will allow me to make potions. Sulfur. Trace amounts. It's the same sulfur. I wonder what stones hematite is most likely to be found in. Let's see here. Still just sulfur. Let me see here. Whoa. It looks like we've got peridotite, phyllite, sandstone, which is where I'm at. Alright. We'll dig a little bit higher up into the sandstone. And then continue our search. Fuck off. I might need to head back for another prospecting picking some food. Since I didn't come prepared. I'm sure nobody's surprised I didn't come prepared, but I did not come prepared. Searching north isn't going to come up with anything that I didn't come up with going the other direction. Or the same direction. Let's go this way. Don't worry, Chad, we'll find that iron. If I'm not a prospecting genius. Might be one of those streams where I don't actually accomplish anything. Some brown or some coal. That's black coal. I can find black coal, there's a chance I might find a lot of fire clay. I don't currently need a lot of fire clay. But fire clay is something you always need at least a little bit of. Oh, there goes my pick. Does it not know that these pickaxes are expensive? Medium amounts of the coal. I have an idea. That's just claystone. Dig down like this. Ah, it's not going to be in the slate. Whoop. That was fun. Massive hole. Not helpful. In any sense of the word. Alright, let's get out of here and be productive, I guess. Be productive. Be productive. There's a really good chance that I will find this iron. It's just to keep digging down in different spots. Instead of what I am doing. Couldn't tell you what I am doing. Losing my mind, I guess. I wish there was like a trash slot, like in Terraria. In full disclosure, 2 or 3 times now, I have control clicked. The hell? Oh, I put that there. I have control clicked trying to move something quickly into my trash slot. You know, the one that does not exist. Oh, yeah, it's one of the Ascended Bowthorns. Alright, so... here would be another good place to dig down. I've still got food. I wish there was a quicker way to destroy stuff. Oh, that slate's actually useful. Perhaps not immediately. Oh, shit. I just moved my window. There we go. Here. We dig down here. Oh, yeah, I moved my shovel. It's fine. The dirt here is pretty shallow. I don't think I can summon a pickaxe. Nope, I can. I don't think I made summoning pickaxes free. I might have. If I did, everything else I did was overkill. You know what? Nope, I made summoning pickaxes free. So this is why everyone accuses me of cheating. Can never have enough tools. If only I could summon a fucking prospecting pick. I don't think I would. Considering what else then would I smith? It's actually the main reason I don't have the ability to conjure a knife. While I do always need one of those, I would rather make my own knives out of metal. We do gotta get this server going. I did miss what Adele said earlier about getting the server going. The issue is that I'm waiting until early next year when 1.22 comes out. And then of course we're going to need all of our mods. I have yet to hear from the actual developers at when 1.22 comes out, you need to remake your world. But I've heard several people say that you will. I don't know where they're getting that information from. Could be that they are fearmongers. Not sure why somebody would do that, but you never know. Bum ba dum bum. Bum ba dum. Boom ba dum boom. Boom ba dum boom boom. I do like how I've been mining for like, what, 15 minutes now, and I'm already losing my mind. I like digging around if it's to expand my house. I'm not a big fan of mining. Like for metal. Or I'm too ugly and important to be doing this. Alright, we're down into the sandstone, which is where we realistically can start seeing iron. There's also a chance it's in the peridotite. It probably will not be in the slate. Ba-ba-dum. You know, it'd be fun to play with a group as Repo. Do you have Repo, Laxia? Oh, hey, more sulfur. Oh, and that coal. It does not look like there's any fire clay around it. Probably should take some coal. Whoops, I had the coal, then I threw the coal. There we go. And coal is not what we're after. But if I do not find what I'm after, I'll grab more coal coming back up. Coal is one of those things that if you can have it, or find it, like, great. Making charcoal pits is such a pain in the ass. You could say it's the pits. Not even a pity laugh? Am I muted? That probably is something I should check more often. Nope, not muted. Good, good. I haven't muted for longer before. Oop, we're already down to the peridotite. I don't like how this stone looks. I don't know, it just looks like pistachio pudding. And like, pistachio pudding is good, but I wouldn't want to, like, be trapped in a bunch of it. You know what I mean? Well, I found the copper. Oh, it's rich. I never don't need copper, so I'm kind of tempted to grab it. It's not what we're here for. And probably grab it to make more prospecting picks. Ba-da-ba-bo-bo-bo. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. We've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, and tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire. As I burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Come on, Vicar, you know the words. I'm singing them out of order, but you know the words. Oh, that's wrong one. I'm singing Still Alive. Want You Gone is Portal 2. Like, Portal 2 is also really good. You can tell that Portal 2 had quite a bit larger of a budget. But Portal 1 is, like, exceptionally charming and really short. I'm pretty sure you can find it for, like, super cheap. So if you have not played Portal 1, I totally recommend it. Fantastic game. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shade. Come on, Iron. You've even got me singing Smash Mouth. That one song by All Star. They never wrote another song. Yep. What do you mean All Star's the band? I mean the song. Did Smash Mouth write Why Can't We Be Friends, or did they cover it? Everybody's covering everyone else's work. Oh, there goes my pick. Not entirely sure who is the OG and who is the coverer. 'Cause, 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 'cause Although speaking of covers, Under the Covers is a pretty clever name for a cover album. Well, way to go, Ninja Sex Party. It's very on brand, and it tells you everything you need to know about the album. It's like, oh, it's just a collection of covers? Sweet. What if I can eat this coal? Because my fruit bars will eventually run out. It is unlikely at this point that I'm going to find the iron. Only to dig down somewhere else. Again. I don't know why, but I have been suddenly and mysteriously craving pistachio pudding. Do you have pistachio pudding wherever you live, Vicar? You've never had any? I can't say that it is good or bad. I think it's good. But I've also got strange tastes. You know what I don't have? Is any hope of finding this fucking iron. It's around! With Frog as my witness, we'll find it. It's probably somewhere in between all of these readings. It's like, very likely just one massive disc. Which does make my not finding it even more strange. Unless it's under the mantle. I don't think it can be, but what if? So what do you think, Vicar? As soon as we actually host a Vintage Story server, should we have a mod like Hydrate or Dihydrate? It adds additional challenge. It's not hard to carry water around with you once you've got a good source of fresh water, but running out becomes an issue. Oh, look at that, more olivine. Olivine. Well, and we found the iron. My sanity could use a little bit of help. In fact, I should probably resurface and let my sanity regenerate, because we'll be down here for a while. I'll also have to do something about all these rocks. Can I repair the pickaxe? I don't know why anybody would waste it. The stone's like that. Alright, what's rift activity like? Wrong button. Our rift activity is currently low. But yeah, Chad, we found the iron. Whoop whoop. Why is my sanity going down faster? Higher up. There must be an underground rift. Oh shit, fuck, shit. Or maybe this, our junk just has naturally low stability. Sorry, copper, I will be ignoring you. Might mark you as containing copper, though. Holy shit, that iron is deep underground. Normally I find it a lot higher than that. Alright. Iron blooms, iron blooms. We're all in tune with iron blooms. Ah, finally the surface. Go ahead and let my sanity regenerate. Drop some rocks up here. What am I doing with all those rocks? I'll never tell. Might hold on to the slate. I do not know why I brought Pete with me. That would have been something pretty easy to just not take with me. Oh, my housemate's cats are squeaking. Also mark this on the map. You can see the hole, but I'll put iron, ink, copper. Mark it as something noticeable like blue. There we go. Hello, Inger Raymond. I don't know why I wanted to pronounce your name like that. Not much better this morning. Oof. Well, hopefully, slightly later in the day, things do improve for you. It won't help with your predicament, but we did find iron and copper. I just had to come back to the surface to let my temporal stability regenerate. And it was getting pretty low. And the last thing I want to do is be murdered by like a nightmare drifter, or something that would not be there if I was sane. Pet the pig. Pet the pig. Peppa Pig. Oink, oink. Oh, this one's a boar, so that's probably Papa Pig. Peppa, is that you? That's another boar. I do not know the name of Peppa Pig's little brother. I can't even be entirely sure she has one. I think she does. I could be mixing up Max and Ruby and Peppa Pig. Very different shows. Nope, Peppa Pig has a little brother. What the fuck is his name? George? Is George the name of Peppa Pig's little brother? To some extent, it would be embarrassing if I was right. But I do need to know. Quickly, somebody Google Peppa Pig's family. Peppa Pig. Oink, oink. Well, hold on to the slate. Put that away. Right, my sanity is regenerating nicely. It looks like I've been completely abandoned. George is Peppa Pig's little brother. Hell yeah! Thank you, JJ. I knew somebody would either know or at least check for me. Max and Ruby was a pretty good show, though. Max and Ruby! Ruby and Max! Pet, 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 pet. George Pig. Yeah, my sanity's probably good enough to go back underground. Alright, sleep well, Pocket. I'll have to try to start going live back when I used to, so that you've got more time to hang out. I need more cheerleaders in my corner. My apologies. That was not very ladylike of me. I would have muted, but I'm currently very poorly running down a spiral staircase of my own shitty design. Hopefully that hiccup was a one-off. I don't want to have the hiccups. I mean, there is that. It was not that either. Wah! Fucking hate these spiral staircases. I don't know why people keep letting me make them. I don't know what the alternative would be. Why? I guess I remember to bring ladders. I'm not gonna do that though. I didn't check to see if I did or did not bring my ladders until I was already out here. Oh yeah, it's rich. They don't call me a gold digger. Do I have a stone to get out of here? No. I can figure it out. I probably don't need ladders. I probably don't care. There is a mod that lets you climb up vertical walls. I do think it uses, like, a lot of satiety. But it would be handy to do for, like, when I dig myself down in a one-block gap and I just want to get out. Get out of the olivine. Look at all this iron. We're gonna be set for life. Well, that usually is how iron works in this game. Iron might be a pain in the ass to find the first time, but as soon as you find it, you pretty much are good. You don't need more iron. You might not choose to harvest it all, but the vein will still be there. 250 generations worth of iron. Although I do plan on making refractory bricks anyway, so I might as well stop being a lazy piece of shit and actually figure out how to make steel. The part of steel I usually don't get around to anyway is the refractory bricks. But I have to do that for my beehive kiln. Be careful looking up tutorial on my YouTube channel. If you find a video that I introduce as a tired tutorial, there is a good chance the entire thing is a joke. Although, to be fair, in all of my tired tutorials, I do explain what I say I'm going to explain, but the thing I'm explaining is not exactly useful. Kind of like that one guy that did a challenge video, where he tried to beat Terraria without a warmth potion. He beat Terraria without a warmth potion. It was the entire video itself that was the joke. I should probably build a little bit less snaky caverns. I tend to never actually upgrade to steel. I figure the reason I should this time is because I'm going to be making refractory bricks anyway. I kind of want to collect all of it. Normally, when I find steel, or iron, I do it with my own pickaxes. And so I only collect, like, as much as I feel like I need. But I can just fucking summon another one. There's no reason not to collect all of it. I guess inventory. For storage reasons, I probably shouldn't pick up all of it. But if I can get some auto hammers going, with the windmill I still haven't fucking built, we can turn all of these into ingots, and then plates. And then somebody's going to be like, why did you make 850 iron plates? And then I'll be like, I won't explain myself to you. I'll be that one person who uses plates for everything. And it's like, yeah, I don't need to move as much metal around, usually just cut stuff out. And somebody sees me making, like, a hammer out of an iron plate, which would be a lot easier to do using an iron ingot. And they're like, that's it, I'm going to fucking kill you. A volley plates. There is a mod that lets you turn or make bone meal. Or not bone meal. That's the thing you can make in this game. It lets you make bone china. The problem is that bone china does not look that interesting. And it's a huge pain in the ass to make. I haven't found iron yet, no. I found this iron ore stuff, which I'm confident can be turned into iron. I just have to figure out how to do that. I think so. Let me check the handbook. Stop clipping through the wall. Let's see here. Found by breaking iron ore, pulverizes into crushed hematite, which smelts into an iron bloom, which is an ingredient for iron ingot. You know what? I think I found iron. That sounds like a lot of steps, though. I'm just collecting the iron for the purpose of having it. We'll never actually make or use iron. What are we, casuals? I'm joking, I'll make and use iron. The more of this the more of this I break, the more I wonder if I should not just stop collecting iron. Do you know how much of this I'm going to use? Very little. As I need space for the iron, I'm making more of it. I've got rocks I can throw away. I really should get around to making leather. Leather backpacks are only a tiny bit better than the linen sacks I'm currently using. But one of the mods that I have does let you use leather to add another pocket, which makes them slightly better. Or I guess slightly more better. They're already slightly better. Damn, I might actually have to go up for sanity reasons. I probably should find where the exit hole actually is. Because that's a concern. Well, that's going to be the only hole leading upwards. But I have already lost it. Holy shit, I'm going to have to come back down here. Alright, we'll consider this a decent haul. I can afford to grab a tiny bit more. It's like already right here. Stop clipping through the ceiling. I do wonder why it does that. I mean, obviously it's because if I'm standing, I'm 1.26 blocks tall. So occasionally my character just stops crouching. And then I clip 0.26 meters into the block above. What's upwards? Fine, I'll go up. Gotta find that hole. How are you doing, Benny Schroeder? Are you living the dream? Alright, here we go. I hear a monster already. But it could be nothing. Oh shit. Come at me, Scrubblord, I'm ripped. Just get down here. I'm doing alright. Come on, fucker. As weird as it sounds, I actually don't think he'll fit down here. Let's see. Oh, he can reach me, but no, he for some reason cannot go through the one block gaps. Alright, let's get out of here while I still have a life to escape with. Oh, I hear another one. Quit running! Combat in this game is already pretty annoying. Having to chase prey that can two-shot me to death is not my idea of fun. Come on, get fucked. I think it just killed itself. Its death sound happened shortly after it threw a rock. Hello, the man. Nightmare Bowthorn. Look at this thing, it's got 32 fucking health. And it's ascending to heaven. Hello, I should get a life. We're ignoring how close to death I am. Although I do respawn with my inventory. And even if I didn't, it wouldn't be hard to get back here. The ideal would be to not die in the first place. I will need to come back down here for more of that iron. If I can get back to the surface fast enough, I do have a knife on me. The Nightmare Bowthorn might actually have supplies. Not like supplies, but a drop at all. Probably just a temporal gear, and I don't need more of those right now. Khajiit is innocent, but does Khajiit have wares? I don't have coins, so Khajiit probably does not have wares. What do you think a Khajiit ghoul would sound like? Like a Khajiit from Elder Scrolls, and then a ghoul from Fallout. Must get to surface. If you ignore that I keep making them, I fucking hate these spiral staircases. Only you can prevent stupid... Where? I'll get up there eventually. That Nightmare Drifter's probably already... Or not, Drifter. Shiver's probably already despawned. Although logically, I don't want what it has anyway. Could have a Jonas part. I'm up. Going up on a Tuesday. Look at that damage type, 4. No, it really does not have anything good on it. Is this a single rusty gear? Fucking cheapskate. Alright, let's get out of here while we are still alive. Growing up is not too tough, except when I've had enough. Something, 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 I'm Caillou. Check out all this iron I got. There's a lot of hematite. It's gonna take me way longer to get like a hemogoblin shark in my Terraria fish angling only challenge, whatever thing I've got going on. Although fishing in the ocean, I've learned, is just a waste of my time. I do still need jungle crates, but if what I want are golden crates, it's actually better to fish in the forest, since the forest does not have a specific crate type to it. And also, I should probably build housing away from the angler, because the happier he is, the better quest rewards he gives. So having everybody just live in one place, like an apartment complex, will actually make my rewards worse. Excuse me. I don't have an excuse for not muting that time. I just didn't. Alright, we're home sweet home. Gnome sweet gnome. Why do I keep wildly jumping? You know what's gonna get me killed? That. Do. Shit. Never mind, I'm fine. Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River. Where the fuck is the hole? Life is old here. Older than the trees. Younger than the mountains. Where the fuck's that hole? Climbed right over it. West Apollo. Well, West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, relaxing, maxing all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of school. When a couple of birds who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and your uncle in the town of Bel Air." I have to apologize. I don't know what my mood is. Well, hello. Oh, thank you for the eggs. Oh, it says 3 days. So they are very slowly hatching those. Also, my berries are yet again harvestable. I don't suppose any of these are empty. Rot, beeswax, shifting fibers, that's my rust. Are you empty? You totally are. Put my ridiculously small amount of olivine, there we go. Appalachian Mountains range are older than trees. Oh yeah, the Appalachian Mountains. Are you cured yet? Nope, almost. Appalachian Mountains don't have any fossils on them because they're older than bones. Nothing there. There's a bunch of stuff I need to be doing, but what am I specifically doing? Oh, hello, Misami. There are more trees in the Appalachian Mountains than there are stars. I don't know if that's accurate. There are a lot of fucking stars. And there are a lot of trees as well. But space is infinite in ways that I'm confident the Appalachian Mountains are not. And yes, that is one of my housemates' 2 cats. He's got 2 cats, one named Misami, which is the one that just squeaked, and then one named Kira. Named after some anime shit. Oh, my everything hurts. Oh, I'm starving. Indeed, there are cats here, and there are cats out here. There, wherever. I'm gonna grab a piece of food. And probably take stock of what I still got. And I could make a bomb-ass salad. Are you cured yet? Nope. Meow meow, motherfuckers. So I saw a funny TikTok. Not on TikTok, I don't have that. That broke containment. And I guess where this one person's like daughter has to do a certain number of things a day. A lot of them reasonable, some of them silly. What's in here? Calcium flint? Fluffy moth? Like a fluffy moth that meows? What are we talking here? Alright, what can I get rid of? I mean, obviously the stone is useless. I'm not entirely sure what causes stuff to despawn, but let's go and just throw the stones in here. At some point, I will have a house built, and I can get to actually collecting, whatchamacallem? Kala, what is that? Fish, there we go. I need more of these bricks. I think I need more of these bricks. How do I do this? Yeah, I need more bricks. Or I just forgot how to make refractories. I think I need more bricks, but I'm also being weirdly stupid. What the hell? Don't mind me, chat. I accidentally shat out my brain earlier. I will not explain myself. I just had a brain. Went to the bathroom. Came out without a brain. No idea what happened. Ignore me, I heard a weird sound. Right? I forgot my brain in the bathroom. I'll possibly go get it. Man, I don't want to make more space for charcoal pits. Not charcoal pits, pit kilns. I'm gonna reuse my it's the pits joke. Alright, look at all these pumpkins. With promise of more pumpkins. Oh, puppy dog, what are you doing? Also, the bees are ready. Here are the bees, they never freeze. I didn't not actually. Something. They've got 6 knees. There's nothing flammable in my house. Well, I could make an underground space for my pit kilns. Well, let's just do that in the side of this mountain. Fuck the natural beauty of this landscape. I need convenient pit kiln space. You know what I'm gonna do? Might as well make this a quarry. Quarry. One can never have enough limestone. I should also be collecting limestone because I plan to dig out a tiny bit of my cellar, since I need to find out roughly where my kitchen is, because I plan on making it larger and then moving all the other stuff around. But I'm going to want the windmill roughly where my kitchen is. Not to mention that if you look at the poor, rough shape of my house, that is probably where like a windmill tower is going to look the best anyway. I don't know that I want like some auto hammers going off that close to my bed. However, it needs to be made. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do. When a problem comes along, you must sniff it. Sniff it good. Babadoo. What was I... Somebody recommended me a game recently. It's either called Look Outside or Don't Look Outside. And I believe one of the characters is a giant moth. Whoop. You. Which doesn't mean I fucked up this bit a tiny bit. There we go. Now, I've not touched horror content in a while. And while I don't startle easily, I do like indie horror games. Alright. Just gonna use that. My bricks. Based on my pattern, how do I get more rocks out of this? Alright, so you would be broken. Moomin music? I do need to look into Moomin Trolls. I gotta work on my finish somehow. Alright. Got so much garbage. Let's go ahead and, so that I don't forget what I'm doing, put this over here where I'm going to forget where it is. Right, several more bricks. And for the record, fire clay bricks are usually much more expensive to make. All these classes are a bunch of mods that make shit perhaps a little bit too easy. All these like, oh, well, do you have any recommendations for balances? And I'm like, nope. If anything, Farmer is not overpowered enough. I did actually say that, but I am joking. Alright. I'm going to need to fill this stuff with grass or whatever it's called. I've never seen nor touched grass, but I hear it's pretty nifty. Maybe go ahead and clear this grass just to be safe. I do like how I'm like, oh, is grass edible? Well, you'd think you'd be able to eat grass. Like, maybe have it not be that good, but at least protect you from starvation. But no, you cannot eat it. I beg to differ. My sister used to eat grass all the time. And there is a chance that my sister is lurking. So if she is, I didn't just tell people that. How do I get my, whatchamacallit to grow? My bamboo. I planted that shit like a year ago. Alright, chat, we're looking for fire clay. That's red clay. Yeah, shut up, Mia. I know I'm starving. That's blue clay. That's more red clay. I might actually be out of fire clay. Where's my calcined flint? There it is. Go and eat some food. We'll grind this up, make some more fire clay, and get that going. Yeah, Vicar likes to bully me. I clearly enjoy making food and stuff in this game. I just forget to eat it all the time. In my defense, Avoli, I like pack creatures. And fire clay was by the blue clay in the middle. All right. Let's go ahead and grind this up. But I appreciate that you saw that, because my blind ass didn't. If there's enough of it there, I might not even actually have to make more fire clay. Although I don't know what else calcined flint is good for, so there's no reason not to. Nope, it's really only good for making fire clay. Which, now that fire clay is rare, I'm glad that this recipe is in the game. I don't have a large supply of flint. No, all we gotta do is find a way to make getting flint easier. It's not that rare, I'm just really lazy. Because yeah, if you look at all my iron, I'm going to need quite a few bloomeries. Also, technically, you don't have to make it all at once. And if you want to get super technical, if I only did one bloomer at a time, and I babysat it, which I'm not going to do, I could try to turn the blooms into ingots straight out of the bloomery. A smarter person can totally do that. I am not a smarter person. Indeed. I need a tribe to do the stuff I don't want to do. Like building and mining. I can keep an entire pack alive, but I can't do any of this other shit. Whoop. Alright. Take this with me. Go ahead and mute real quick, gotta go off. Oh, hello again, Misami. I coughed, and I think my housemate's cat is concerned. Rift activity is medium, so I'm not safe. Middle chest. By the blue clay. This would be easier if my organization wasn't shit. That's blue clay. Oh, here we go. 32 fire clay. I was kind of hoping it would be an odd number, because I've already got this guy, which means we're still at an odd number of fire clay. Limestone I do care about. So let's go ahead and put this down. And slate will allow me to make bricks. I mean, like, not bricks, shingles. Did I open this for a reason? Well, if I don't know, nobody will. Alright, I don't have sticks, but that's an easy thing to fix. Maybe not right now, since it's dark as shit, and somewhere out here there are monsters. Yeah, like that one. I don't know where he was going. Did not seem that interested in what I was doing at all. Alright. Hello, Angel Maid. Tastes like lemon. Oh, hey! That is actually my sister, the one I was just saying used to eat grass. And then I said that, if they heard me say that, no, I didn't. So bringing it up a second time is awfully silly on my part. How are you doing, Mika? I need sticks. There are definitely monsters around. But nobody ever accused me of being smart. Let's go get sticks. I was pretty tempted to turn monsters off. Or not off, but like make them passive. At least while I'm trying to be productive. But then I wouldn't have nearly died earlier. And that's like half the fun. I mean, maybe not for me, but somebody's having fun. In my suffering. Mika, do you remember Max and Ruby? Max and Ruby. Ruby and Max. Hell yeah. Yeah, Finland has a pretty turbulent relationship with several of its neighbors. What's my staff? It is cheating, but let me go see if I can't find my wand. If all I'm doing is collecting sticks, I'm sure nobody minds if I cheat. Well, yeah, the reason that Yapalo is so far away from Avalon is because they wanted their independence. If you look at Avalon's system of government, they're very, like... They are bordering on authoritarian. But they're, what's the word I'm looking for here? They claim to be meritocracy. They're utilitarian, there we go. My stick, that's what I was looking for. That being said, Yapalo, with its independence, basically became like a pirate haven, but that's not here or there. It's neither here nor there. Here we go. I would have been surprised if I couldn't find that, even though it's got a bright blue thing at the end of the stick. You did hear the grass thing. Did you hear me bring up Max and Ruby twice? Ruby and Max. One of my favorite Finnish facts is that apparently Molotov cocktails were invented by the Finnish. They were just named after a Russian general. Because Russia was bombing Finland, as it is wont to do. And I guess that Finland started firebombing the Russian tanks. And it's like, here, have a drink with your snacks. Unfortunately, nowhere is... What the hell? Nowhere is perfect. I really like Finland, but it did take them until 2021 to remove the swastika from their Royal Air Force banner. And to be fair... Oh, there's rabbits down here. I should cover that up so they don't drown. Don't worry, guys, I've got you. Whoop. Fuck. Come on. Cover it up. There's rabbits' hair. Their lives. They're not rabbits. They are hares. There are rabbit lives at stake. There we go. I also don't need this many sticks. I could not tell you what I'm doing. Yeah, to be fair, a lot of the young people in Finland did want to remove the swastika from their fucking Air Force insignia or whatever. But it was like the really old people who were like, no, it's part of our history. And it's like, yeah, it's not a good history. And kind of like how the Mississippi state flag had the Confederate flag as part of it, until very recently as well. Yeah, I'm going to start starving to death shortly. My favorite thing about the Mississippi state flag, whatever, is that they actually put their new flag to a vote. And the flag that won was a mosquito. It was like a white mosquito against a red flag, or it was like a white flag with a red mosquito on it. But then, a bunch of old people stepped in and like, no, our state flag is not going to be a fucking mosquito. And second place, which is just a boring lotus one. I'm not arguing that the lotus is not the better flag. I'm just saying that the mosquito would have been really funny. Alright. Oh shit, fuck. Alright, what the hell? How'd you get in here? No, really, how'd you get in here? Could you, like, point me to where you got in? Could just be spawned in here. No, the lighting's not very good. Poor guy. Yeah, look, we put our state bird on the flag. In all fairness, a flag with a mosquito on it would be a lot more appropriate for, ow. Florida. A Florida flag with a mosquito on it would fit better. Alright, come here. I'd rather not be hostile, but y'all fucking started it. Come here. Come here. Stop running. Sleep well, sweet prince. Alright, now back to what I was doing. Which I could be doing during the day. But if I open this can of worms, and I'm going to revel in it. Nope, that's obsidian. Brown coal, here we go. Let's go. The mosquito flag did actually look good. The problem is that the Mississippi government is no fun. I suppose I should be thankful that they changed the flag at all. Oh, there they are. I was about to say, it's like, I've got more sticks than this. Where'd those go? You know what I should have grabbed is a torch. Oh, shit. We are gonna have some bloomeries shortly. Babado. Obama. It is fascinating how many, like, Republicans are like, oh, we can't be racist. We voted for a black president. And it's like, yeah, but do you know how many of you were, like, super outraged that that happened? Put the onion back. How long are you fresh for? 19 days? My onions are going to be fresh for a while, but I should really do something with those. I could possibly do that, Aldo. The problem is that I'm not even doing a very good job of making myself iron. Oh, let's not put out the torch. I'm so short that I start swimming in a single block of water. Let's go and start this way. That way I don't have to step over any of the fire pits on my way out. We'll have to make sure that I don't start an actual fire. Not wanting to do that is the main reason I went through all the trouble of making these pits. And so doing that anyway would be really funny. And totally within character. Alright, yeah, it's far enough away from any grass that it won't be an issue. Ba-ba-da-bow. Doorbell rings. Gee, who is it? Party guest. Christmas visit. The mood is so swell, but what is that smell? Something in my brother's underpants. No, I don't like complaining. I should probably... Yeah, let's sleep. Why not? Volley are usually like 1 to 1.2 meters tall. Hello, Itmost. My volley is actually pretty tall, by volley standards, at 1.26 meters tall. Unfortunately, if you want to be notified, you gotta join my community Discord. Do it. Do it now. I can link it, but more than anything, I want to know if people can find it with the search feature. But it's called Aunt Satu's Community Discord. But yeah, YouTube tends not to notify people of literally anything. What's that? Just a copper pickaxe. Not useful to me. Put my limestone and stuff away. My jerky's only fresh for another 11 days. Should eat that. Let's go ahead and harvest my bees. I'll check on all the crops I planted. My guess is that they'll be fine. I don't have a bot yet, so the ! Discord command won't do anything. It would be helpful if it did. Problem is that I don't know how anything works. Least of all bots. Give me this. Let's collect the honey. You just auto-mute every server you join? Well, that would be an issue. Would also be kind of understandable. With the way the bot works, on YouTube anyway, it only notifies you after I, like, stopped streaming for some reason. Like, it will not tell you that I went live, but the bot will tell you that the VOD went up. Meanwhile, for Twitch, the bot will tell you that I went live. And, like, between the two, Twitch is definitely the more established streaming platform. But what a useful thing. I mean, useless thing. For the bot to do. Also, Vicar, thank you for banning that dork. Got all this iron on me. Burning a hole in my jorts, crab. We got crabs. Look at it go. Crabs are just funky little guys, but they do sometimes sneak up and attack me for no reason. It's hard to stay mad at them, because they're adorable and delicious. Oh yeah, look at that, my carrots are done. And cabbages, almost done. I wonder if my cows will eat carrots. Logically, they would. Because I got a bunch of carrots now that I'm going to have to go, like, burn through. I could not actually tell you why I planted those. I don't need fucking carrots. Oh, look at all my pumpkins. Hello, cows. Goat, pig, bighorn, sheep, panda bear. Nope, I do not think they will actually eat these. Fucking picky bastards. Probably get out of here before I am attacked. Like that. There we go. I can't use that to escape, can you? Probably not. Ready to mate. How are you not grown yet? My chickens will, of course, not eat. You laid another egg? I've not been feeding you. Where'd you get the nutrients to make that? Money, money. NTR. Going to take my ladders out. I do not need these. My rot-soaked meat, that can stay. Those are not my ladders, as I was trying to take out. Potatoes, 2.1 years. I gotta use those quickly. It's a bit of a joke. Oh shit, my mushrooms are starting to go bad. To be fair, I cultivated way more mushrooms than I actually need. Walnut log. Should probably make a crate for those. The problem is that my inventory is too much of a mess to sort out my inventory. Alright. Smack those up there. Temporarily, this will be good storage for my logs. Also put my dirt in there as well. Of the stuff I have on me that I don't actively need on me, dirt is pretty high up there. Nope. They're not done yet. As I almost jump full force onto them. Mika, if you are still lurking, do you have any interest in Vintage Story? Also, do not forget to check in. It only costs a single necrotic flux, and it lets Twitch know that you're here. As well as me. But lurkers do not count as views for some reason. Or viewers. They used to. Alright, good, good. I do actually have mushroom paper for all of the mushrooms I actually grow. While we wait, I suppose, if we can find out what the fuck I did with all of my buckets, and we can go ahead and fry up some potato chips. And how does the lurking work? I'm not entirely sure. But I guess if you're, like, in the stream but you're not active, and Twitch has not been counting people as viewers, which is a bit fucked up. I'm sure that the AdSense, whatever, who are paying Twitch for the ads, are counting lurkers, maybe. Could be that they're not, and that's why Twitch isn't. What mode do you set on? Congress. Probably gonna have to make another scythe. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make an iron anvil. But before that, since it's cheaper, I'm gonna make an iron scythe. A scythe will be the first thing I make out of iron. I would make a knife, but I plan on making a knife out of meteoric iron. Make kitchen tools out of the nice stuff. Browsing videos. Yeah, I get that, like, big streaming platforms do not want to be screwed over by letting people collect money if it's being streamed to, like, bots or whatever. But, like, actual lurkers should totally count. The internet is constantly spying on you. So it's not like there are not ways for them to see that you are a real person. Hello, Habermax. I almost wanted to read that as herbs, for some reason. In my defense, I'm currently talking about farming and stuff. There was a mod for a while that adds, like, herbs and stuff to this game. It's just not fully working. Unless it is, in which case I'm an unreliable narrator. Yeah. Well, what I used to do is that, like, I would collect drops and stuff by having the tab open and muted. If you mute the stream, it does not count. But if you mute the tab, it does, at least for, like, drops and channel points. Although I would, of course, obviously rather that count as a view as well. Like, sure, I'm not there watching the ads, but ads are predatory as fuck. Alright, how do I actually make these rush mat things? Not parchment, although I'm curious. That's a little bit overpowered, I won't be doing that. Rush matting. Okay, so I had the right idea, I was just doing it wrong. Right, bunch of rush mats. 7 is probably more than I need. What is my shipwright? Whatchamacallit? It shouldn't be in here, but I believe it is. Well, I've got plenty of ropes. Oh, so it is totally in there. Alright. Let's go ahead and take these tubers. Oh, why are you over here? Come on, little buddy. 6 servings of potato stew. That's not what we're making. Oh, I didn't find my... Where the fuck are my buckets? I'm not unwilling to just make 5 more. Oh, here we go. I probably put them there for a reason. Knowing me, there's a pretty low chance that it's a good reason, but surely I did that for a reason. Nope, need more corn oil. I'm also probably doing this wrong. What am I going to do? Search it up? It's not like this game has got a search feature. Let's put this back and actually look it up like a sane person. French. Nope. It's called potato something. Potato chips. Alright, looks like I need to cut them up first. Chopped potato. And then 1 potato to 0.2 liters. Alright, so I only need 3 liters. And I do need to chop these up. Yoink, yoink. Kniff. Kniff, knife. Excuse me? No matching recipe found. Can I only really make 6 at a time? Surely that's not accurate. Maybe I just need a bowl. Am I wrong for potato chips? No, I need 1.2 liters. I'm doing math. Hopefully there's nobody in chat telling me that I'm not good at math. Nope, could be wrong. Portions are wrong for potato chips. should be 1.2, I believe. Put that back. Alright, fine. I'll do this one at a time. No, it'd be 2.4. Let's do that. Yes, yes. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Click away. My brain wasn't working earlier. It's definitely not working now. Where are my chips? Oh, I had to put it back in there. Ha ha ha, don't look at me. Servings are wrong for potato chips. Alright. There we go. That took me longer than it should have. Thank goodness nobody's actually watching this. And if you are actually watching this, you didn't see that. Hello, Funtime Foxy. Does anybody know exactly? Smack that in there, although this is a tiny bit overkill. Go ahead and light this up. Surely it's perfectly safe. Oh, it's empty. Oh, I thought I still had corn oil in this bucket. I'm like, surely it's safe to just light up a bucket or a fire next to a bucket of corn oil. There do be a lot of furries who accumulate here, although to be fair, my player model is in a volley at the moment. Why am I holding a lantern in my offhand? It's only making me hungrier. Smack that there. I'm not going to remember I put that there. Gonna make a couple more of these. We are still waiting for the fire. Or the pit kilns. And by that logic, I'm also going to need more of my potatoes. Alright, 12 of these. Let's get down to Quiznos. Math is not my specialty. My major was English, but I've also really not been to school since 2017. Although basic multiplication is something I have to do for work. So the fact that it took me that long to get that is kind of sad. It's not out of character by any means, but it is definitely sad. There's a good chance that we already drove away Funtime Foxy with our inability to multiply 6 by 0.2. I don't want to put that in there yet. It will not start until it's got proper proportions, which is good. Alright, now, got my rush matting, let's go and grab my rope. Did I already grab my rope? I didn't. Where the fuck is it? It's in here. This is cordage, it's not rope. Here we go. Alright, so I believe 5 of those, 1 of these, and then a rope. So these are fresh for 87 days, just sitting in my pocket, which is really good. But I can package them and open them later, and it's fresh for 7.2 years, and that's in my pocket. If I put this here in storage, it's fresh for 25.7 years. Long-term foods is a tiny bit overpowered, but if I was going to make a server, and I plan on it, I would actually like long-term foods to be on there. For the simple sake of, like, having food on reserve for anybody who can't play for a while. So, like, let's just say you're unable to play for, like, 2 months. Like, 7 in-game years could easily pass in 2 IRL months. And so, people would be encouraged to, like, preserve their food. But even if they didn't, I would probably be doing just a bunch of food preparation. Like, it's what I do for fun. Probably look like a doomsday prepper. But as long as everybody's got food, I say, as my character actively starves. put that there. What is this? Jars of honey. I cannot stress enough that those do not need to be in jars. Honey will never go bad. Where's my knife? Now, my idea of fun in this game do just be like feeding others. That's what I did for a long time on the server. It was hosted by the person who will be hosting my server eventually. Although the person who was hosting the server also has ADHD, so they were constantly starving to death. No. If we have all these classes, and we might, since I like that idea of being able to be a farmer, like an overpowered farmer. Deathcap makes some really good medicine. And it's not like it isn't a lot of work to make it. So as an item, it's overpowered, but, like, you have to work for it. Expanded Foods was sold to me. It's like, oh, it's overpowered food, but it's a lot of effort. And I'm like, well, that's what I want. I played the game for like 300 at least hours before even touching mods. And they're a lot of fun. But then I'm like, I wish cooking was more involved. And then somebody is like, oh, hey, there's a mod for that. Actually, I remember specifically, I was complaining that I could not put, like, onion and carrot in a meat pie. And somebody's like, oh, Expanded Foods lets you do that. I'm like, oh, what's Expanded Foods? And then I started playing with Expanded Foods, and I never looked back. I don't think I've made a meat and vegetable pie. I mean, I definitely did in my last series. I've not done it yet this one. But yeah, I just really like cooking. Although it was kind of depressing. Towards the end of the server's lifespan, I spent a lot of my time cooking for nobody in particular. And so it pretty much was just wasting a lot of food. Because I was still farming and cooking. Whoops. Are you empty? Yeah, it's empty. I was still farming and cooking as if I was feeding like a small army. But because nobody else was there, the food was just kind of going bad, and then I would reuse the cookware after washing it out. And boom. And I still got 10.4 liters of corn oil. Oh, hell yeah. And somebody get Pocket on the horn. Pocket's already gone to bed, but Pocket will be interested in hearing that. Do-do-do. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. But, there we go. Sorry about that. I was just doing something. There is a proto-gen model in the works as well. Is the Hyena mod for Lethal Company updated? If it is, that would be fun to play with. Oh shit, my salt. Yeah, that actually does not need any babysitting. Just going to grab more water, make some more fucking salt. I should probably light up this room. The problem is, with me chiseling all the blocks back, lighting up this room is going to be a difficult ask. Unless I make like a support, which I can slap some lanterns onto. And technically, I can put lanterns down from the ceiling in a way that doesn't look bad. Alright. That's going to be fresh for 2.3 years, which gives me plenty of time. Oh yeah, I didn't find out why, but did I mention I figured out the mod that was letting me not letting me move saltwater? It does not make sense for it to have been doing that, but for some reason long-term foods won't let you move saltwater. With how powerful a lot of long-term foods stuff is, that does not sound intentional. So I wonder what would have caused it. I'm just gonna grab all my salt. It would be cool if I could make like an above-ground salt shack for both drying and making the salt. And the salt will dry if I put it on shelves in here, but it would dry a lot faster if I put it on shelves above ground. Well, salt is not as powerful as you would think it would be, considering without mods, it's a pain in the ass to get a hold of large amounts of. Well, that's not entirely fair. If you can find halite, it's kind of like iron. If you find halite, you're probably going to find enough to last you forever. But it's a matter of finding the halite. And mining is not my favorite thing to do in this game. Like, I'll do it. In fact, I spent like the entire first half of this stream mining. But I'm not very good at it, and it's not my idea of fun. Unfortunately, as a mage, I was able to do it without running out of pickaxes. Considering I can just conjure those from the ether. Do bird fairies need rocks? I have no idea what you're talking about. Like halite, rock salt? I don't believe so. It would be cool if I could make like a salt-like item. Maybe reward my cows for being good cows. If I can stop that. I'm fighting with my own hand. I do not need this much fucking salt. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is actually my idea of fun. But like, if I had a server that I was making and preserving food for, it would make a lot more sense than what I am doing. Which is just making a shit ton of salt. Going to need a crate for all this salt. It won't dry very quickly, but if I do put it in a reed chest above ground, it will dry. And considering I'm not actually using it for anything, that would not be a bad idea. Where are my mushrooms? Like, there's 4 of them, but I got a lot more than that. Blackcurrant gelatin, 105 days. I gotta do something with that. There they are. Yeah, I gotta do something with those as well. I believe I can dry mushrooms and preserve them. Although preserving the mushrooms by drying them and turning them into a powder is only really good if you want to add them to bread. Which I do not think I can do. Because long-term foods and expanded foods are not fully compatible. Why are you starving? I probably ate before bed. Alright. Let's go and eat the jerky. Super filling. Look how filling that is. I don't know how much jerky I would have to eat for it to feel like a meal, but I feel like jerky is more filling than this. 8 years? We're gonna have to do something with that quickly. Oh, I'm obviously joking. I'll put that back. Alright. How much limestone do I have? I put it away. I guess up here would have to be where I bring in the stuff It's probably ideal, actually, needing the wire or like mechanical stuff to be over there. I'm going to have to move a lot of things around as I fix my cellar and expand it. But in the meantime, how's my shit doing? Shut up, chickens. It's done. Hallelujah. Alright. That's enough to make a couple bloomeries. Actually, I believe you need 12 just to make the one, so it's enough to make 4 bloomeries, since that's as many pit kilns as I made. Sorry, that cough snuck up on me. 1 second. Alright, I survived. Those of you who are hoping a simple cough would kill me are out of luck. Kinda want to break that, but it's not going to contain anything I need. How are my bees doing? It is too cold for my bees to fly. Here's the mail, it smells like quails. When it comes, I want a whale. Not for nothing, but I think I might get the song wrong. And 2, move this up here. 3, you've got enough to make 4, but these are just for the iron, so making them separately. 1, 2, 3. And don't worry, these can be this close together without causing issues. Alright, now, what did I do with my tin bronze hammer? Whoop, 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 whoop. It's in here somewhere. Oh wait, nope, never mind. I just remembered I moved it over here so I didn't forget what I was doing. It is a miracle I remembered that. It's a Crimbus miracle. Alright. Okay, a good amount of chunks will fit in one bloomery. 120 apparently. I made too many chunks. Actually might as well go ahead and make the 4th bloomery now. I was going to make it slightly later, and instead of have it be iron, have it be flint. But A, I don't think I have enough flint for that. And B, I've got enough calcined flint for now. That's not what I'm trying to do. Went full happy birthday to the ground mode. A mod that lets you make, like, proper cakes. And maybe, like, a confectioner's mod with candy as well. It would be pretty sweet. I can't use these in here, can I? Nope. I believe I can use black coal, but I never went back and grabbed that. I can use charcoal. Hopefully this 22 is not the last of my charcoal. Because if it is, I'm going to have to make more. Yeah, I think I'm running out of charcoal. I can make more, I'm just really lazy. Aha! I'm no doubt eventually going to have to make more charcoal. I'm just glad that I don't have to do that now. This takes less charcoal than I thought it did. I will need to make more, but not nearly as quickly as I thought. Probably wondering, Satu, did you just say the same fucking thing like 4 times in a row? Yes. And I'll do it again. I need better storage. If I get technical, my storage is all temporary. Well, that sounds like some birds. Sorry, I only just saw the comment. Like, not all birds hunt through fire. Although all birds should. I think they're like 2 different Australian hawks that will start fires just to chase like small prey out of the bush. I guess it's called the brush. But bush sounds better. He did 9/11, you know. Right, it's lit. 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 And lit, fuck yeah, we're gonna have iron before you know it. Gonna have to find out what the fuck it did with my anvil and my forge. My tongs are also missing. I say missing, they're definitely in storage somewhere. But we've seen how I storage. Oh, I somehow missed my own sister asking if buckets collect rainwater. They do not. But water is infinite. How about you? Oh, yep. I've now got a free black bear rug carpet. But yeah, if you got fresh water, and I do, well, this is all fresh water. Well, I believe all of this is fresh water. This is seawater. I don't remember checking this one. That might also be seawater. I don't know how big an Avali flock would be, but a pack is usually only about 5 Avali. So almost certainly. The tribe is larger than a pack. Pack is only 5. I don't know how big a tribe is. But we... Well, yeah. But that's because the Avali are pack hunters. 1 second. Alright, I survived. Are you done? Hell yeah, some of these are done. I've got a bunch of shit I don't need on me. But that I also don't have room for. Another pumpkin. Another 2 pumpkins. Alright, this vine has probably outlived its usefulness. Another 3 pumpkins. And pumpkins are actually a amazing crop. That's why I'm so excited to always have pumpkins. I guess I'm always excited to have pumpkins. I don't always have pumpkins. Or do I? Maybe I'm lying about my pumpkin expertise. Has anybody seen my saw? What? I want snow. I currently live in California. Like, not even a part of California that gets snow. Oh, there. Interesting. I would like to leave, but the problem is that living here is so expensive that leaving is impossible. Cannot save up to leave. Where is my saw? I know I didn't break it. I mean, I could have. I don't think I did. There's my saw. It is almost broken. Whoops. Just immediately toss it on the ground. It would not break it, fortunately. Nope. There we go. Why am I only doing 1? There we go. Boom, boom. Put the saw back. Alright, so this iron crate is going to hold my, oh, not iron. Oak crate is going to hold my iron shit. Donner Pass. According to my paternal grandmother, on her side of the family, we are related to the Donner Party. And perhaps that's why I do not like pork. Ancestral memories. I don't believe in those. But it would be a good excuse. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Hell yeah. Couldn't get a screenshot of this. Oak crate closed. Hematite. What's California? Arizona is way too fucking hot. I do got family there, though. Almost went to Arizona one summer. Would have definitely died. If not from the heat. From being bitten by a Gila monster. I like catching lizards, so a lizard that can kill me is unfortunate. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's only 7:30. We will go until I make my first iron bloom. And then I gotta get to sleep. I got work tonight, unfortunately. What is the server I'm looking for? For bloomer. There we go. I wish my chickens would stop freaking out. You gotta incubate those eggs, dog. Incubate the eggs. 3 days. It was doing what I wanted to do. You're Generation 1. It's unlikely I'll actually get milk from it, but it's possible. I miss my weird side door. Try to milk our cow. It's probably not going to go well for me, but let's do it. Alright, which one of you is Generation 1? Nope, I'm too stressed. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's grab it. Yoink. Got some rocks. Oh yeah, I'm going to be stuck getting achievements again. Transmog Mage Armor Color. This is handy, but I don't want it. Here we go. Those rocks, throw them away. People there. Oh, there's an anvil. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, here's my stuff. I don't know what my dog's doing. What's the dog doing? It's a good thing my bees don't seem to mind. How much longer do you got on you? It's not going to tell me. I still have to find my shears. Not shears. I would like to know where those are. I still have to find my tongs. I gotta do that thing where you click them together like lobster claws. There. Oh shoot, I forgot the reason I was clearing inventory space in the first place. Was so that I could harvest my cabbages. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, my pumpkins are doing. None of them are ripe again yet. But they'll get there. Most of them are ready to go. I'll have to be careful not to harvest the ones that are not. Nope. Yep. Can visually tell which ones are ready to go as well. Cabbages are good, but I don't know why they're the best crop in the game. Alright. I guess they are calorically dense. It would be funny if we also had iceberg lettuce, which could then be the worst crop in the game. Just 2 leafy greens. 1 the best, 1 the worst. 2 enter. 1 survives. Or whatever. Epic rap battles of history. Cabbage versus iceberg lettuce. Fight. Oh yeah, with the expanded foods, you can make some cabbage dumplings. That are like super fucking good. Amazing cabbage dumplings. I've watched a couple episodes of The Last Airbender. And I've seen like an episode and a half of Legend of Korra. Too much shipping. I'm like, nah, I'm not interested. If I cared about shipping drama, I would just watch The Owl House. It is on my to-do list to watch The Owl House. But like, who's got free time? I don't. I try to go a day without streaming. I mean, I never do it on purpose. Occasionally I'll go a day without streaming. And there'll be somebody in the Discord. It's like, oh, no live stream today. And it's like, no, because I've lost control of my life. I do try to stream daily, though. Every day we out here streaming. Don't have to release good content if you're releasing a lot of it, am I right? Some neat mountains around here. I'm not a big fan of bauxite, but it does add a splash of color to the hills. I don't know, I just find bauxite to be pretty ugly. Oh. I'm surprised that standing up here doesn't damage me in any way. I'm still not entirely sure that I can plant pears and apples around here. 3 degrees Celsius is way too hot for a valley. Well, let's see here. It's getting dark, but there are no rifts in the area. Let's go ahead and Google. Apparently minus 25 to minus 33 is their approximate comfortable temperature. And that is according to the Google AI that I keep trying to turn off. I mean, it's stealing that info from somewhere, though. Come on, pumpkin, hurry up and grow. I cannot have my pumpkins not growing. Could possibly make more like pumpkin bars, because those are some damn good fruit bars. Alternatively, I'm gonna get these out of here. Those don't need to be here. These rusks are only good for 9.1 years. Those could go bad any time now. Oh yeah, I don't have a bed up here because I'm dumb. Let's go back down here, eat some bread so I don't starve to death in my sleep. There we go. As much as I like making them, bread and muffins are not as good as like actual bowl meals. Because eating a proper meal out of a bowl will lock your satiety drain. So for a while after eating like a stew, you cannot get hungry again for a bit. Or is it for a while and then for a bit? You know what I mean. Barrel. What time is it? It's only 4 in the morning. It is already above freezing, even at 4 a.m. So winter is already on its way out, and we never even got a proper winter. Rift activity is high, so I'm probably not going to go out there. Hello? Someone's in here. Oh yeah, I prefer the cold. I will actually put on a jacket, but not until it's like minus 6 Celsius. -6 Celsius is 21 Fahrenheit, although I mean, it's about 21 Fahrenheit. I don't know how many people here actually use Fahrenheit. Considering I live in the US, I should be, but I don't. Look at all them birds. Look at all them chickens. It's a good thing they cannot open doors. Oh, rude. Haha. Can't get through there for some reason. You'd think they'd be able to. I can get through there. They're smaller than I am. Nobody tell Tyron, though, because they'll probably just buff drifters. Let them get through one block holes. Come on again, I gotta get to bed. Well, Nordic summers aren't that bad. California summers are terrible. Got up to like, what, 43 Celsius? 5 days in a row? Like a summer and a half ago? Something like that. I didn't actually check the weather app. I don't fucking know what temperature it is. I don't know what temperature it is right now. They should be fine. It's 1 degree Celsius. My bloomeries are done. For obvious reasons, I cannot safely deal with that right now. Hello, Kieri. I'm surprised this is the first time you've sent a message in Twitch. Is that inside temperature? If this counts as a room, and it might... Oh, no, it still says 1 degree Celsius. There is a good chance that it's warmer in the room, and that 1 degree is the temperature outside. I don't know where that ended up. Oh, there's where it ended up. On top of being blind, because I only have one monitor, I've got Twitch and YouTube chat. Just pasted it over the screen. On sticky notes. Believe it or not, every time a message comes in, I have to write it out in real time by hand onto a sticky note. It's not the most efficient method, but it's got to be done. Either that, or I'm using an application called See-Through Windows that just posts the chats above the game where I can actually fucking see them. But I'll never tell which one's accurate. Stuck in a hole, dork. Ow. Oh, shit. Both ones are in actual danger. There you are. Where'd that snake come from? What the snake doing? Get fucked. I don't want to break this. It's only going to contain trash, but let me break it. Boom, look at that. They are still throwing rocks at me. They're just so committed to being little nuisances. Alright. Gonna put these in there. I don't know, I have potato chips actively going bad in my inventory. I mean, like, very slowly. 86 days. What if I didn't notice and those just spoiled? I would be heartbroken. Let's go ahead and wrap some of these up. Just have to find my stuff for doing that. Oh, I guess it's all on my person. More potato chips. Alright, smack these back in there. I can bag up 2 more if I make some rush mats. I've now got 7 bags of potato chips that are going to be fresh for 28 years. I don't know how long potato chips stay fresh in real life, but that does seem a bit excessive. I both do and do not want Pokemon in Vintage Story. It would be a lot of fun. But there would definitely be people complaining about how stupid that is. Those people could, of course, goggle my they-them cock and balls. However, they would be complaining about how it does not fit the game. Get fucked. Do you have a crystal for me? No. I mean, it does. Ignore that it had a crystal. That's not the one I want. Yeah, you would think that people would understand that. But there are people in the expanded food chat all the time complaining about how powerful some stuff is. Like, it's a fucking mod. If you don't like it, don't use it. It's that easy. I can agree that some balance is good. But, like, breaking everything just because it's good seems a bit silly. Like, maybe have a option where you can have, like, the balanced version for those who do care about the hardcore survival. And then just keep the version that we have normal for those of us who understand that this is a video game, and if you're going to work harder on making something, then it should just be better. Like, that's not really how food works in real life. You can spend hours making something that's just plain disgusting. IRL. But since this is a video game, like, better satiety is really the only reward we can be given for the extra effort. And there are still people who will just complain about how good some of the food is. And it's like, yeah, but did you make it yourself? Because you would know how many fucking steps go into making it then. And if you didn't make it yourself, why the hell are you complaining? It just sounds like they want to be mad about something. There are obvious, issues, like breadcrumbs being more than 4 times better than the bread you made them out of. Like, that was a bit silly. And then, of course, there are things like... I don't have them on me. But with this mod, or one of my mods, I can turn cattails into parchment. Whereas normally this is like a 27-step process. But I think this is OP, so I'm just not going to do it. How hard is that? I think some people just don't like it when other people are having fun. They're like, oh, you shouldn't be having fun. This is a challenging game. So go fuck yourself. Surströmming. I've tried surströmming. It wasn't bad. Surströmming, however you pronounce it. I do think. Yeah, if I have fun, I've got to uninstall. A lot of the times, I do feel like people are just, like, exaggerating how bad surströmming smells. But then there are people who, like, open the can, and the surströmming is basically turned into, like, a liquid. Just fully fermented. Into fish slop. And I'm willing to admit that, that probably does smell pretty bad. Probably worse than the surströmming that didn't do that. I don't know if surströmming would fit the game. Lutefisk would. Lutefisk would actually fit the game very well. I would make the fuck out of some lutefisk. Alright. Jake Elsker. Lo siento, pero solamente hablo poquito español. Problem is that in Finnish, and I guess some other, like, Nordic languages, J makes the Y sound. So, like, Laxia, I'm reading it as Laxia Jena, but it could very well just be Laxia Jena. You know what I mean? More J sounds. More J sounds is more gooder. What the fuck is my hammer? Did I put it away now that I actually need it? This should work, maybe. They might have updated it to where it doesn't work. Nope, it still works. It does not make sense that I need a better anvil. But the copper hammer is fine. What about the bow? I usually get super lucky with my iron. It would be funny if the first time I do not have enough voxels to actually make an ingot is the first time I try to make an ingot on this season. That does not look like it's going to happen. But it could. Would not put it past this game. It's like, oh, you want to make an ingot before you can actually go to bed? Have I some news for you? Let's go ahead and bring these down. Perhaps not doing this as efficiently as I could be doing. Well, it looks like I've got enough. Oh no, I'm exactly one short. What the hell? That's probably a drifter in the hole. Drifter in the hole! Alright, first failed thing. Of course I can't put it on the ground. I was just saying it would be funny if that happened. I'll put it in here. If I know anything about hot metal, it's that it really likes being shoved into wooden chests full of tree cuttings. I might not know a lot about hot metal. That being said, it's a good thing I decided to move this out here. I did it on the off chance that that failed. And then I made a joke about it failing. And then boom! Yeah. Well, we could also learn, what's it called? Miankieli. It's like this weird pseudo, it's like Finno-Swede nonsense according to my Finnish buddy. Apparently, on the border of, like, Finland and Sweden, there is a hybridized language of the two. And surely, on the other side, there is a more Swedish version, since Miankieli is definitely Finnish, but it's also Swedish. Miankieli. Yeah, the Health Hammer can fix that. Alright, so you know what I'm talking about. No, Voices of the Void, a game that I played a lot on this channel, has a Finnish translation. Or so I thought. I set it to Finnish, you know, hoping that I knew enough to actually play the game. And then I was seeing a bunch of stuff that I'm like, that's not Finnish. Like, Suomenkieli means the Finnish language. But that was not Finnish. So that I showed it to my buddy in Tampere. And he's like, oh, it's fucking Miankieli. So not a helpful landing tool. If I could get access to the Bloodborne Finnish translation like I would really like to. I'm told that the Finnish localization of Bloodborne is really fucking good. But for some reason, I cannot play it. Even after setting my system language to Finnish, and then purchasing the game a second time with a Finnish email address in Euro, I can't fucking buy the game. Right, no, I bought the game a second time in a currency I don't even use to play it in Finnish, and I still can't. That's the problem here. Too bad I can't, like, take a voxel from this ingot and transfer it to the other one. Because this guy's got more than it needs. Like, considerably more. I believe there is a mod that will let you do that. I just don't have it. I can't remember what it's called. It's been recommended to me, like, 4 times. So my not remembering what it's called is probably pretty embarrassing. But boom, we've got ourselves a fucking ingot. Hallelujah, I'm gonna step on it. Weird. I should be taking damage. Well, I'm gonna stop stepping on it. You know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth or whatever. Ow. I did not mean to pick that up. Put it back down. There we go. What happened is that I switched to my pickaxe while trying to eat the fruit bread. Alright. I gotta go to bed. Kinda don't want to. But if I didn't go to bed, I would just sit here for the next, 3 hours just making iron ingots. And I'm sure there are people who do want to watch that. That's just garbage I picked up in a ruin. It's not there for a particular purpose. But also, look how short I am next to this door. I don't need a door this tall. Actually, that's a normal height door. There are tall doors. I just thought that was one of them. It's not. I thought I don't need doors. Where we're going, we don't need roads either. Anyway, I gotta go to bed. Alright. Oops, I accidentally hit my minimap. So, if you've been hanging out with or chatting, or just lurking, I'll probably use the door for something. Maybe if I actually build a barn. Barn doors tend to be sliding. But I can't do that in Vintage Story, so that would be the next best choice. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. If you've been hanging out with or chatting, or just lurking, I want you to know that you're appreciated. If you're watching this video at some point in the future as a VOD, and have somehow made it through the entire thing, then you have the patience of a saint, and are equally appreciated. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell. Mika, buy me a repo. Let's go!